Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade, not financial advice, educational purposes only. I had the wrong date on this one, so I had yesterday's date. So sorry if it confused anyone. Good morning, good morning. I can get locates on MRNO, but it had its gap fill right here at 412 that I had marked, and that's exactly where it went to. Not meaning it could keep pushing up, but I couldn't get any locates for it, so this one might still stay bullish, but it did just kind of cover this little gap right here. So I can't short it, so I'll be looking for new plays. Only thing I played today before the stream was BKYI, and it went well. So got a little bit of cushion to start the stream, not much, but like going into these calls, a little bit of cushion. So it's 7 o'clock now, or it's about to be in a few seconds. So let's see if we get some PRs. Discontinuation of phase 2 trial, CALC. Wonder if it tanked. It's not really moving, but anyways, not seeing much else. MRNO flushed off those levels, but like I said, I couldn't get locates on it. I wanted to play it, but oh well. HYPD. Pull it up on my phone first. It looks like it's already flushed. And it's grinding up from the previous day. There you go. Let's see where I don't like this daily action from yesterday. Let's see what the daily. Starting to push a little bit. Maybe if it gets to like $5. But appreciate you putting it on my radar. If it pushes up a little bit, 8 million float, 29 million market cap, overall offering risk very high. PDYN. Ooh, but we're right here at the 200. Let's see what the news is. Yeah, it's pretty good news. Defense has been decent lately, and it's just not even up that much. So I might wait on both these. I know I like playing it off the 200, but you're right. The news seems decent. And it's only up 8% right now, 9%. HYPD flushed. Good morning, good morning. Okay, UST is pushing up. Where did it get to? I played this one in after hours yesterday. So if we get back up to maybe around 3, but this one's a tiny float, so if I do play it, it's going to be small. Let it push a little bit more, and then I might try to get it at $3, and if it doesn't get there, it doesn't get there. But thanks for the heads up. I honestly kind of want to take a stab here at around 290. I'm probably going to wait. Probably going to wait. ATON. Ooh, it's got a nice little. Oh, TradeZero makes it look. Trading View makes it look more intense. I want to see ATON push a little bit more. But no, these are, thanks for the heads up, guys. These are a lot of good tickers. I just want to see them pump a little bit more, though. Kind of, all these pumps have been kind of weak. Which isn't a bad thing, but I want it to just, because they're all flushing. Look, ATON giving it back, KUST giving it back, PDYN, it has decent news and it's only up 10%, so that makes sense. HYPD gave it all back, so that's a good sign. Nice flush. KUST was the most appealing, but it just has a tiny float, so I wanted to see it get up a little higher, but oh well. It's already dropped 30 cents. Nice little play. BK. Oh, I got. This is the one I played earlier. BKYI. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I'm slamming this thing up here. Thanks for the heads up. All right, I'm in it. Especially with this daily right here. This is the one I made money on earlier. So I feel like I have a pretty good feel for it. Let's see if it pushes up a little bit more. And I still have 2,000 shares I can use, so I'll add those around 90. Got to fill at 89. Dang, this thing's looking strong. I hope it doesn't keep pushing. I think it'll struggle here at 90, but let's see. Nice strong move. This one did have news, but it didn't feel that strong to me, to be honest. I mean, I already forgot what it was, but let me pull it back up. I remember I didn't think it was that great. So I'm in 4,000 shares. My average is 875 now. So basically at break, well, now I'm up about 80 bucks, but basically break even. I would like to see a little flush here. BioKey and Visual Forma awarded contract to secure digital identities for, I accidentally clicked it. hold on a second. Anyways, it's in Portugal, so I don't know how relevant that is. So let's see if we get a little flush. In the money now, but I want to see it flush a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't try to bounce off the 200. But yeah, I like this candle. Should retrace. So I'll be watching. Oh, okay, I'm gonna cover a little here. Now we're in the 82s. Because I'm in 5,000 shares now. So I'll trim a little here at 83. I trim some at 83, and then I'm gonna try to hold the rest, see if they flush. There we go, we're going down. And the reason I went with 5,000 shares is because it's such a cheap ticker. I need a decent amount of shares to make money on it because I know I want to be making only, you know, small cents. So I'm down to only 1,000 shares now. Got to trim a little bit more at, where did I get out at? 81. So if it pushes back to 90, I'm not going to add any more until we get to 90, just in case it does decide to keep pushing. My average won't be as bad, so if I have to cut, but how about 89? I'll start adding back at 89, 90. KUST close to 3. Did I ever get locates on this? I think I did. All right, it's already fading without me, so I'm just going to focus on BKYI. I think MRNO, it's a bold statement because it's showing a lot of strength, but I think it was trying to just fill that gap fill, and I couldn't get any locates right there, and that's where I wanted to get it. Look, 412, I had that marked on my daily. That's exactly where it went to. It's showing a lot of strength, so it could keep pushing, but I would have loved to play that gap fill, but no locates were available. So I'm only in 1,000 shares of this one. Again, I'm not going to add any size till we get up to 80. Have an order waiting at 89, 90, and 91. KUST is pushing back up. If it gets a little bit higher, maybe to 3, I might play it. Because it does have decent range on it. Like, we're already up 60 cents. But it does have a small float. So, just don't want to get in. When they have a small float like this, I don't get in too early, but I am about to get my first entry on it. Again, dangerous, low float, be cautious. I take chances. This is my disclaimer. This thing could rip. So I got my first entry. My next one will be like 309 or something. I got a good, well, time will tell, but I feel like I got a decent fill. I'm in at 299, so next entry 309. BMR, yep. Y'all are hooking me up with plays today. Getting a little bit of a flush on it. So trimmed a little at VWAP. Scalping this one since it's a nano. Well, I think it's a nano or 1 million or something. I haven't even looked it up, but I played it recently. I know the float was tiny. So took a little off there on that little baby move, and then I'll hold for a little bit bigger flush. Yes, 630K. So yeah, I'll be quick to take profits on this one. Just don't want to stay longer than I need to. So I've already trimmed out like 80% of my position. Well, every time it taps VWAP, I just trim the rest out. BMR is NVIDIA news. Yeah, I'll look at that one more in a second. I'm keeping my eyes on these two now, BKYI and KUST. I don't have big positions in either of them because I quick scalped both of them. But if BKYI pushes up a little bit more, 89, 90, 91 are my fills, and just holding some runners on KUST. I'm already out of, I entered 1,000 shares, 299, got out of most of them in the low 280s, but still holding a few, 200 shares. And we're about to break VWAP on KUST, I think, yeah. Oh, we're about to go down even more, yep. Here we go. And we're gonna keep going down, yep. Boom. Trimming. Ooh, BKYI is pushing, good timing. So I got some of my fills, so now I gotta manage this position, just in case it keeps pushing. So let's see if, what I want to see is a fail here. And if it keeps pushing, I'll probably get out of it. I'm not going to average up into this one. I'll probably stop out, then re-add at $1 if we get there. KUST, nice little play. 299. And my last exit was 265, I think. But that was just the runners. I got out of most of them around 281, 282. I like for these pushes on like BKYI to flush a little bit quicker. It going in for a second attempt I don't love, so I'll probably be quick to take profits on this one too, because I like to see the quick retest and fail. This one has retested, retraced back to VWAP and trying to do it again. That's not my favorite. You know what I mean? Like I want to see it fall back below VWAP pretty quick. TIRX, man, y'all got some plays today. I can't even keep track of them all. Oh, okay, we're above 50 cents. Ooh, that 60-cent level was strong. Did we ever get up there? Let's see. Maybe not. Yeah, see, it's wicked up here once, and we have this right here. So if we get back to 60 cents, oh, that's where we did go. I would slam that thing. But we're not there, and I got to keep my eye on BKYI, so I'll peek back and forth. But I do like how extended TIRX. I just missed the entry. 60 was a beauty. Uh-oh. Let's see what BK... I'm going to get ready just in case I need to cover here. So we broke a new high. I want to see if it holds or if it fails. If it starts pushing up even higher than it currently is, I'm just going to stop out. added at 94, but again, if it breaks a new high, I'm still gonna stop out of all of them. But a lot of times it'll make this move and then it'll fail. But if it doesn't fail, I'm going to, meaning fail to hold new highs. I'm hoping it just wicks. Man, TIRX, that was a good call on that one. I was just caught it late. I see y'all talking about AZI, but I want to keep my, I can pull it up right here, I guess. Oh yeah, AZI, that's a strong move. All right, I'm gonna stop out of BKYI. At least some of my shares I'm stopping out. Dang. Now that it's hesitating, I might. Let me pull up the daily. You know what? I'm gonna re-add them right here, then stop out again if it breaks a new high. You should have some type of retrace flush before it makes its next leg up, but let's see. What was the high? 97. Man, it's sad about missing TIRX, so had a good level on it. Yeah, I want to avoid this one. This one's got decent news and already busted through the 200s. That makes me a little nervous. Yeah, I missed some of y'all, those good plays y'all called out. But let's see if we get a little flush here on BKYI. There we go. So now I'm back to break even though, but I did stop out of some earlier. AZI coming back for round 2. So what's the story with AZI? 2 million Chinese. But yeah, between PDYN having decent news, I'm probably gonna leave it alone. There we go. So now that we're at 90, oh yeah, we're about to keep going down, I think. Come on, keep dropping. Well, a big order popped up on 91, but either it got destroyed or it was just like spoofing or something. But it's looking pretty strong. You talking about the 1 minute? The 5 minute is nowhere near the 9. but we're under it now. So let's see if we, since we closed under it, see if we get a little bit of a flush back to the 200. There we go. Okay, I'm back in the money now. Oh, well, decent in the money. So I'm gonna cover a little here just to protect myself. Get my size down a little bit. I'm not in that big though. I think I covered too many, but that's all right. PDYN is taking off. Good morning. Got my TradeZero open and approved. Nice. Waiting on funds to clear, but do you trade prior to 8 a.m.? No, you can trade. You can trade at 4 o'clock, and it's 7 o'clock Eastern time. So that's what I'm gonna go by. So, I start the live streams at 7, but you can trade all the way to 4. In my Discord, I have a little playbook for 4 a.m. pops too. So yeah, and I use TradeZero for that. So BKYI, we back under 90. See if we come back to the 200 or if we try to bounce. But I'm not in very many shares. I covered a little too many. I covered 3,000 at 90 cents. A little more than I wanted to, but maybe it was a good idea. Yeah, I haven't really liked very many of these pumps besides KUST and TIRX. Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be a nasty flush, but a little too late to the party. Good call. I think it was CJ. All right, we'll see if what 430 holds. Or it's 430, 730 holds. We're getting a little flush on BKYI. I want to see it drop a little bit more. All right, I might start trimming here shortly. So now that we're in the 86s, I'm gonna start trimming. And I'm out. So I'm out of BKYI. Might get a nasty, oh, we're this far from VWAP. I was looking at the 1 minute. I thought the dang 200 was VWAP. That's my bad. I should have held some for back. Since it's about to be 7:30, there's a chance we'll get, like one of the comments said, a money rotation, but all good. Whatever. I'm out of it. I was looking at the 200 like it was VWAP. Yeah, AZI was a good call. Doesn't look very liquid though. It's got some huge range on it. And what is your average dollar risk? Like my max daily losses is 5K, but again, going back to being a discretionary trader, it really depends on the setup, what I'm willing to lose and what my size is. So like I was saying yesterday, because I'm discretionary, even my sizing's discretionary. It's based on conviction. So it's really hard to speak to, but I never like to like be down like over 20-25% of my position. I'm usually thinking about scaling out at that point. Like that's like a max. Good thing you got a BKYI. Yeah, starting to push back up. Probably would have held some runners, but yeah, this one's starting to show a little more strength than I like, especially since we're back above those previous highs. So I might leave it alone for a little bit, but it's 7:30. Are we getting any new PRs in? ATON got a PR. Wasn't it already popping? That's like some insider crap. Like somebody knew about it. And then the PR didn't even pop that much. But yeah, I'll probably leave BKY alone, BKYI alone, since it's showing strength. If we push back to like 70 cents on ATON, I might try it. All right, I'm gonna take a stab at ATON. See if we get a little bit more of a flush, and then I'll start closing out. Again, playing it small. The move's really not that great. It's only up a few percentage, so I might go ahead and close it here shortly. I entered it super small, only 2,000 shares, since it's not up very much. I'm actually going to go ahead and close it. I don't really like this play that much. Very small, 69 to, where did I get out at? 66.5. Wasn't even worth my time, so I want to move on. But BKYI ended up flushing back to VWAP. That's what I wanted to hold it for, but I kind of got confused on the 200 and VWAP, but all good. Good. Now that was a nice little flush on BKYI. Yeah, and I don't like ATON anymore. I want to see it push a little more. So just going to sit on my hands for now. Little base hits, but nothing too impressive. But yeah, so going back to your question about the average dollar risk, see, I trade the charts more than I trade like a set risk to reward or a set profit. Like when the chart tells me to get out, I get out. When the chart tells me to take profit, I take profit. And that's why it's hard to teach, is because like I don't have a set risk to reward every play. Like if it's, you know, pushing hard against me, I don't care where I'm at. I'm just going to get out, you know, from a P&L standpoint. Same thing with if it's a nasty flush and I think it's going to keep flushing. You know, I just don't go into the play with a set risk to reward, and maybe that's not a good thing, but that's the truth. I just trade the chart. Watching feed, FEED. $1 million float. Probably gonna flush here, but I'm gonna sit on my hands and just see if it pushes a little bit more. But there's been a lot of good opportunities for this play today. Maybe if it gets back to 150, I'll play it, but as of right now, I'm just gonna watch it. Nice little flush. If I say I'm just gonna watch it, probably that's an entry criteria for y'all, because the ones I haven't been playing have flushed pretty good. TIRX is coming back. If it gets back to 60, I'll play it, because I like that level. Let me see what the news was on it. Okay, I'm grabbing my locates. I gotta do this quick. It's getting up there fast. My fees are gonna be crazy today. All these sub-dollar tickers. Okay, I'm waiting to see, so I can get my first entry. I want to make sure it fails at first. Okay, I'm slamming it with a few shares, but if it keeps pushing, it's showing some strength. What was the news? TIRX. Oh, and it's Chinese, but the float's not too bad, 5 million. So we'll see. I'll let it play out. I like this level on it though. But not going to add as much size as I originally planned, since it's already busted and made a new high. But I do like that it couldn't hold it. I'm gonna get out. Picking the wrong place today. So I trimmed out a half. I'm still in half of it, but dang, picking the wrong place today. Ooh, I should have got out of all of it. But I was only ever in 2,000 shares. So I'm in 1,000 shares still. Only down 70 bucks on it, so nothing crazy. But I want to see if it fails here, because this move is extended at this point. But it's Chinese, so you never really know what tricks they might have up their sleeve. So I added the shares I stopped out of back at 69, and if it keeps pushing, I'm just going to cover these. It looks like it might. Oh, I'm seeing massive size on the bid, so if it breaks a new high, I'm just going to get out of this one. I just saw a 100K order on the bid. It's only 70 cents right now, so it's only 70K position, but still decent size. Well, dang. Well, dang. But still hanging out, a couple thousand shares. If it breaks a new high, I'll probably just stop out of this one. Kind of been giving back a little bit of my gains. Did he? But I feel like it should flush here. But again, it's Chinese pre-market, so it's easy to manipulate them during this time. So nothing would surprise me. So see if it flushes back down a little bit. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna get out of this one, I think. Man, this thing is pushing. Kind of want to scale into it and just like how I used to trade a lot more, because the float's not too bad on it. And then just scale, scale, scale. But because it's Chinese, it makes me a little nervous. You know what? I'm probably going to scale into this one instead of just stop out. So I'm going to grab some more locates. Next entry 79. So we got the 79 fill. Then the next entry will be 85. Red on this position, 350 bucks. And I'm only up 700 bucks on the day. And that's mostly because of BKYI earlier in the day. But let's see. Let's see what happens, because this move is so extended right now. Bro, I didn't even look at the news. It says beginning with $80 million at $1.50 per share. Gee, that's actually pretty bullish news. So this is kind of on me. TIRX. Let's see. Let me dig into this. Oh, it's non-binding. Okay, that makes me feel better. It would probably already be up there. So the 79, the 2,000, so I'm in 4,000 shares. I added 2,000 at 79, so I'm feeling a little bit better now that it's not pushing as much. So I would like to see just a nasty flush at some point though. But it's non-binding, so let's see what happens. See if it keeps pushing. Next entry is 85. This thing's about to take away all my profits. Jeez, this thing is pushing. This one's ripping me apart. So I'm down about 600 on it. So I about gave away all my gains from earlier. I didn't think it was going to keep pushing like this. So let's see if this random level I drew holds up. But again, with it being Chinese and them releasing a questionable PR, non-binding, they might be just posting this just to pump it. Because non-binding is BS. You would only post this to bring attention to it because you want your stock to pump if it's non-binding. But I like this level, so I might just hang out a little bit, see what happens. But if we start pushing past 90, I'm going to feel a little uneasy. I'll probably just get out there. But added a couple more thousand at 85, so let's see. Yeah, it is strong, but it's basically like just a couple 5-minute candles, so that's why I'm like, this should retrace. Backside Chinese usually retraces hard. But again, where's the top? Where is it pushing to? Is it being manipulated? There's just a lot of things that, especially since it's Chinese, you gotta be cautious of. But let me know if y'all see any other plays, because I might just set a stop above 90 on this one, so I'm just not staring at it all. Because I think that's where I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna max my, because that'll basically wipe most of my profits out on the day without going red. But we're getting a little bit. See if we can break 80 here, 80 cents. My average is only 75. I mean, it's not that far off. So if we get a little flush here, I'll just start trimming out, getting my size down, and we are. So I'm gonna get my size down a little bit here. Ooh, I'm glad I did because it popped right back up. So trimmed a little in the 70s. So at least if it keeps ripping, it's not gonna hurt as bad. But I still have a decent size that if it flushes, I'll make a little money on it. But scaled out for a small loss on it to get my size down. My average is 75, and I scaled out. Where did I get out at? 77. So PDYN struggling at 9. I don't know. My gauge has been off a little bit today, so I want to avoid this one, but who knows? It might keep flushing. Because you're right, it is struggling at this level. But it seemed like the news was pretty strong. Is there anything on the daily? Not really. And it's kind of in this breakout pattern. Now we're above the 200s. It's probably a decent play. Like I said, I've been off a little bit in pre-market lately with my judgment, so don't read into what I say. It could fail right here, but I might pass on it. And now it's flushing. Look, that $9 level is probably pretty good. VBGI, never mind. But now I'm curious. Did it flush quick? Yeah. Man, that was a very quick flush. Denny Burns. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of banking on. Whenever they get done doing their manipulation or whatever they're trying to do, maybe we'll get a decent little flush on it. Because it's so extended now. Like even on the 1 minute, it's kind of, the 9 is kind of walking it up, but let's see if we can break under the 9 here. I like that it's kind of hesitating here because it was just like haul and tail all the way up to 90 cents. But now we're showing a little bit of weakness. But again, don't read too much into the 1 minute candles, and it's Chinese, so anything can happen. But it should flush. We should get a good little flush to VWAP at some point, if it wants to behave. Back in the 70s. Let's see if it holds. Going ahead and cover some here. Now I'm back to break even. Oh, actually, I'm not going to cover anymore. Somebody's pushing it down. Okay, now I'm going to cover a little bit here because that spoofing order disappeared. So, all right, I got out of most of it break even. So, still holding 2,000 shares. If it flushes, I'll make a little money, but at least I survived it. Hopefully I didn't send it back up. Just closed 4,000 shares on it. AZI. I don't know. This Chinese ticker right now is giving me a run for my money, so I'm probably gonna pass. And this will be the one that flushes. That's how it's been lately for me in pre-market. So I'm gonna hold off on this one. Tempted to add back TIRX. Now that it's weak, I don't know. Probably should just leave it alone. In the money, finally. But I'm only at a couple thousand shares, so I want to try to hold these to VWAP if we get there. Oh, AZI isn't Chinese? I might be getting it mixed up with something. Let's see, AZI. Yeah, it is Chinese according to AskEdgar. Yes, Chinese. I mean, they could be wrong, but the description says the company was founded in Beijing. It's about as Chinese as it gets. TIRX broke below 75 for just a second. See if it bounces on the 20. I make mistakes, but if you call me out, make sure you're right, though. I'm distracting to double check. Yeah, Cayman Islands. Both, honestly, that's pretty sketchy too, though. All good. Nah, that's the downside to, like, depending on where you look. That's the thing I hate the most about trading. Like when you look at float size or other things like that, like it varies. Oh, I like that candle. That's a good sign. Should have did a better job reading the news though, because the news is, regardless if it's non-binding or not, $1.50 is way up there. So I'm not surprised it kind of responded well to it. Kind of tempted to slam it here because I think it's going down, but I'm not going to. I don't want to get back in that situation if I'm wrong. There we go. Get a little flush to VWAP and I'll call it a day on this play. So we're under all the moving averages on the 1 minute. Nothing until VWAP. 5 minute, there's nothing blocking it to VWAP. So a lot of signs it could flush. But again, it's Chinese, pre-market. Things don't always respond well. Or how they're supposed to. Eight o'clock is in 3 minutes. Maybe we'll get some a little money rotation and some good setups. Let me know what y'all see, and I'll do the same. So tempted to add here. Just feels so weak. I'll add a little here and tight stop if I need to. Got my PRs pulled up, see if we get anything interesting. We pushing back up, see if we fell again, or see if we keep pushing. So not many. Oh yeah, here they come. Okay, we got some PRs coming out. Oh, it looks like there's some decent headlines too. I'm seeing some phase 3. I'm seeing some robotics.
ARDUY.
So I added a little bit more TIRX here since there's some decent PRs coming out.
BKYI.
So I want to see if we get any good pumps here.
HYPD. JUNS.
Okay, cool. Those 80-cent ads were clutch. So now I'm up a couple $100. I'm gonna trim some here. Oh, there we go. Let's go. All right, I'm out of most of it now. I'm gonna leave some runners though. So is anything else new pumping? Let's see. What service do you use for news? Stock Titans. There's a few things moving, but nothing that's super appealing. IOTR, what is it doing? Oh, it already flushed. Well, not a ton. I thought there'd be a little bit more stronger pushes. Then look at TIRX. I'm glad I only left 1,000. If it gets back to 87, I'll probably short it there too. And if it breaks over 90, I'm just going to leave this ticker alone. SXTP. Get it pulled up in just a second. I'm going to set a stop on these shares.
TIRX.
Cool. Okay. What did we say? SXTP. Missed this one too. Which one? PDYN. Oh, I'm not messing with this one. This has good news. I'm good. And it's 250 million market cap, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Dang, I haven't gotten any easy plays today. That flush. Missing them all. Not my best. We would like to catch at least one decent play today. I mean, I'm still up, realize, but it's just been little base hits. I think I stopped out of TIRX. Yeah, I stopped out of this one, so bump this ticker. Yeah, this looks like it could be a good fade candidate, honestly. Man, I'm disappointed. Missed too many plays today. And then the one I chose to fight ended up surviving it, but didn't make much on it.
SXTP.
Back up. Retest, missed it though, because I don't want to get in this one too early. SXTP, 1 million float, biotech. Oh, we got the 200 up here at 640, so if it gets up there a little bit higher, I'll play it. Ross is playing it. I like MRNO, but did somebody say it had what? 98% insider ownership? MRNO, well, let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Of course, now TIRX is giving it all back. I don't know, it goes back to what I was saying yesterday and stuff. I feel like I haven't, my pre-market trading has been like a little brutal. Been having to make it all during regular session. I don't know what's really changed. Good morning. A little frustrated. Still green on the day, but I let TIRX bang me up a little bit more than I should have. Silver breaking new highs. Oh, it's curling though. Wow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about this when I was like, oh, Ross is in a long. I was like, let me look at it and think about it. And I was like, dang, this looks hard to trade. For a long, even a short. And I think one thing that's changed is I'm a little more hesitant to quickly enter some of these plays. And so I'm missing a lot of these flushes where I was just taking the stabs and then doing my due diligence. So I'm going to have to probably get back to doing that because I'm missing a lot of the easy ones. Look at TIRX. Could murder someone over that, but all good. That's so frustrating, but whatever. Is what it is. But yeah, let me know if y'all see anything else. I'm looking, but yeah, T-Mac, I don't, something's off though, but pre-market January, I feel like I'm a little, again, that's why I used to take those just like random stabs, small stabs, and then do my due diligence. It's because most of them do fade, and I haven't been doing that much in January, so I don't think I've been getting the easy plays as much as I historically do. PDYN is still fighting at that $9 level, isn't it?
JUNS.
Oh, let me pull up this. This one was from earlier, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, look at this play from earlier. Jeez, what a beauty. But I don't know why it alerted that. PDYN, did it ever break 9? No, it still hasn't, but wouldn't be surprised if it does. But there's been some decent scalping opportunities. Play at 9, catch a little flush, but again, I'm not too interested in this one between the market cap and the news. Yeah, I saw a post about that, Denny. I think one of his followers on X was like blasting because apparently he got in HIND and made like a decent amount of money, but as soon as he closed it, I'm pretty sure he used everybody else's liquidity because it just tanked. Somebody showed the video of it, like immediately flushed while everybody else was entering. But I mean, that's on, it is what it is, because maybe it was a different play that he, no, it wasn't this one. It was a different play. I don't know, but the point is, but he tells people not to paper trade or to copy trade him, so.
JUNS.
It's pretty crazy how quick he can be in and out of some of these tickers. 350k position, jeez. Then dumped it. Oh gosh, dang. Yeah, that's a lot of liquidity at once. Honestly, shorting once Ross is done is not a bad strategy. No, you're probably right. And then a lot of his followers are probably closing as well. Filthy trades. AZI is about to tip over. That's why I got it pulled up. We seeing the crown. Lower highs too. I can lose money on my own. Don't need Ross's help. Same, bro. Like, I got less money than when I started this live stream. Again, I'm green, but I came into it up 400. Now I'm only up 373. Gave it all back. Well, gave at least some of it back. I wouldn't be surprised if AZI tries to make one more bounce, though, but I could be wrong. Well, Filthy is under VWAP now. Let's see how it responds to the 9, but it definitely could. There's a shorter that is doing exactly that after Ross leaves a stock. He's a viewer here. Lightstar was it, I think. That's hilarious. As soon as he don't, or if he, that's probably not bad if you listen to him and if he starts talking about potentially exiting a position. Get ready for it. That's not a bad idea. So see if it bounces off this 9 or if we get a flush on AZI. I'm not in it. And the crown, Filthy, said it was about to crack, about to tip over. Looking like it's about to tip over. feel like AZI could push for some reason. And shareholders announced plan to invest up to 30 million in share purchase at USD $5 per share. News seems decent, but who knows? When I'm not sure, I kind of just leave them alone. If we get some pops at 8:30, I'm gonna go back to my olds, just getting my quick entries and doing my due diligence. Even though 8:30 is not usually the most friendly to me, but 7, 7:30, and 8, I do a little bit better. So KUST's curling up to VWAP. Oh yeah, AZI is probably cooked now. Yeah, NAM, man, that 200's been holding up well. A little bit lower highs, lower highs. If it tries to push back towards that level, that's probably not a bad play today. This failed that like 560-ish 200 level a lot of days in a row. But it is kind of, well, it's slowly breaking the trend here, but I don't know. KUST's at VWAP. I'm not super interested in it just because of the float size, but it could flush here. What did AZI end up doing? Still kind of hanging in that level. I don't know why, but I feel like it has one more push in it. I could be wrong though. It's definitely failing to failing to push. It can't hold once it pushes. You can see from the long wicks, but between the news, Chinese, low float, I'm surprised it's not pushing. But from a technical standpoint, yeah, it looks like it's about to fall out. Seven minutes till 8:30, so I don't see anything I like right now. Wait to see if there's any more PRs. On AskEdgar, nearly every single section is high. On what? AZI? Which one are you talking about? Why did you ignore it for a short? Oh, TIRX? Which one are you talking about? PDYN. So, yeah, no, it's brutal. Overall offering risk high, dilution's high, offering frequency high, offering availability high. So that's important if I plan on trading it. So I look at these to get a quick idea of how the company is. But I'll dig into this more whenever it's intraday. So like what I do in the Discord, because my regular session trading has been way better than my pre-market trading. If I didn't have these live streams going, I might pause pre-market for a little bit till I feel like I got my touch back. But so that's more just my quick glance. But the thing I didn't like was AI's been hot, and it says AI or their company awarded U.S. Air Force contracts. So defense has been a little hot with, between the Venezuela, Greenland. So it's an Air Force contract to advance swarming capabilities for integrated cross-domain operation. And it's 386 million market cap. I usually don't short over 200 because that's a legitimate company. Like once they start getting over 200 million, like I have an edge in shorting trash. You know what I mean? So like if it's a legit company, and PDYM might, like if we pull it up, I don't know where it's at, it probably will flush like at some point. But oh, never mind, it broke a new high. But see, this is my point. They just tend to grind up like this. They just grind up because they're legit companies, and I can't explain it better than that. But when the market cap is over 200 million, they just don't flush cleanly. They just tend to do this right here, exactly what it did. So hopefully that's helpful. So yeah, decent sized market cap plus decent news, I'll avoid those. I'd rather short a nano than, because y'all see me short nanos all the time, and that's kind of ill advised. But I'll short a nano before I short a big market cap with decent PR. Few minutes till 8:30. Yeah, I still think AZI has one more push in it, to be honest, but could be wrong. The timing's good for money rotation, though, so some decent PRs come out. Maybe some money moves from AZI, but who knows? Filthy's crown trade has been more reliable than my pre-market lately, so it's a chance it flushes because we are seeing a bunch of wicks up that are felling, but I'm just surprised this didn't push a little harder. AZI has a history of making some decent runs. I don't know if it's done it recently, but I remember shorting this one in the past a lot where it would make some just, here's some examples, like see from like $3 to $9. That was not that long ago. That was in November. Then another time in November. So it has a history of making some pretty strong runs, but it usually doesn't hold, as you can see. I normally don't start trading until 7, but I woke up early. I had some W2 stuff I needed to get done. I've been behind trading too much. So I woke up at 4 today and casually watched the market and then saw BKYI and caught that initial flush on it. But typically I don't trade that early. I usually just start trading at 7. $8:30. Let's see if we got some PRs. MRNO. Yeah, it's dying. Good call. So we got some PFAI. I wonder if it, no, had AI at the end of its name. I guess that little theme's over. It had some news. Ah, bro, I was looking at it on Top Gainers. I'm disgusted by this play. But backside Chinese is usually, it probably wouldn't even be a, I don't chase red candles, but it probably wouldn't even be a bad entry here because backside Chinese usually just gives it back so nicely. So, but yeah, I saw that. Could have been my best play, but it got me. It pushed one more time, and I gave up right here at that and stopped out. But it is what it is. Like I said, my pre-market hasn't been on my A game for a little bit. FEED. Dang, that was a nice retest on it. What is the story with this one? Why does it keep like not wanting to give up? 1 million healthcare. Let me see what the locates look like on it. So tired of short nanos. Dang. I think AZI is about to rip, personally. Could be wrong. Maybe not rip, but I don't think we're going to get like a super clean flush on it. At some point we will, but... And it could fail here because this is still a weak, you know, it's still lower highs than these. But again, I don't know. There's something about AZI that's like making me not want to touch it. I don't know what it is. BKYI is giving it all back. See, this is why I like the early pops. They usually give it back, but again, I haven't taken advantage of them. Yeah, TIRX is probably done now. That one hurts a little bit. So I'm probably going to leave this one alone, to be honest, because it's popped up higher than this wick and this wick. And the thing I do like about it is you can clearly see it doesn't hold every one of these wicks. So it's probably not a bad short, but again, I've been a little off, so I don't feel like getting in a nano right now, but I don't mind. I don't blame any of y'all for playing it because it's struggled to hold the. When it pushes, it struggles to hold. Man, this session was trash for me. I went backwards. I mean, still green on the morning, but man, not the best day. So I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer, but I doubt there's gonna be any more plays. That I want to play at this time. BKYI, TIRX, yeah, it'll probably keep going down. AZI, kind of in no man's land. I don't know what it's going to do. Wouldn't be surprised if it flush. Wouldn't be surprised if it takes off. Feed, I don't know. I'm a little jumpy with it. It probably will flush though. But I don't like that it held. This is like one of the first 5-minute candles. It's actually somewhat held the push. All right, I don't think there's going to be anything else that pops up, honestly. Oh, YOUL, as soon as I say that. What is this one doing? It doesn't look very liquid. YOUL. It's up about... If we get to $2, I'll play it. You know what? Sure, do I go back to... Well, it's only got 22K shares traded on it. That's not even liquid. So I got to see some volume come in. Because I don't want to get stuck in one with a 20-cent spread. Like right now, the bid is 161 and the ask is 181. A 20-cent spread. So I want to see that close up a little bit. And it pushed to about $2. I don't know if it's going to do that. All right, not seeing much, guys. So I might just wrap it up. Not the kind of the rough streak continues in pre-market. So do what I've been doing. Maybe get it back during regular session. But on that note, I'm probably going to bounce. If you want to join the Discord, I have a link pinned in the comment section and in the description. And I will see y'all tomorrow, 7 a.m.